Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Sometimes when you think whatever we are doing in this space is for the politics and for the show, you hear some comments from people and you ask yourself, why? Are we worried? Are we now taking guns and ammunitions and pistols and whatever to kill people? I have seen a video online that is making me ask these questions because I know it is show business. Our show business is divided into camps. No matter what, if I'm in a certain camp, I'll support my camp and I'll play the against for your camp. Just as in Swatreman FC, some people were fooling and out of that, one died. We don't want that nonsense to be in our showbiz space. No. In our showbiz space, it is just as I'm here. I can throw here. I can say this here just to make me look good. That is fair and that is fine. But watching this video makes me feel like, so what is happening? You want to kill somebody? You want to beat someone because he belongs here? Swatreman FC should be our caution. The other day, I was looking for that video, Hotel Rwanda or whatever. I still don't know where to find that video. I did not find it on I did not search on Netflix. Okay, but I searched on YouTube. I did not find it. I have to search on Netflix again. If really some of these things can create war, then we are begging. This video should be condemned. We should not entertain some of these things. This is not the way forward. I know you'll be wondering, what is Sammy Flex ranting about? Take your time. I'll let you see the video. But first, this is Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV. At least every evening before you sleep, make sure you watch Showbiz Daily before you sleep. In the studio, I do it with my crew. Roland Amate is at my immediate left. He's from Shagzi, Shut Up Movement Empire, Roland Report, which operates on YouTube, as well as showbizchannelgh.com. And at the extreme end is Intim Dodu Solomon. You call him Chemo. He's our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. And again, Inti Dosu Digital Solutions. Behind the scenes, the people making sure you can hear us clearly and see us clearly. I have two of them. That is Theophilus Digosh and Sam Tuga. When we meet like this and we put our energies together, we achieve one game. And that is to entertain, to inform, and to educate. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the video from a gentleman that I know. He's called Chain God, aka Ajinyami. Now, Chain God belongs to the security team of Stonebwoy. And Chain God is also known for being very, very loyal to Stonebwoy. According to credible information that I have, Chain God is currently even living abroad. I hear somewhere Belgium or so, in Europe, where thanks to his support to Stonebwoy over the years, he gave him that uplift, took him all the way to abroad. At least, bro, you've supported me enough. If you want to cool off here, if you think life will be okay for you here over a Sherman, why not? Take Europe over a Sherman. And I'm sure it is happening. But seeing this video from Belgium, like where you are, the environment, the stress, the hassle, you ignore all those to come and think about a certain Kwame Yogort here, who may be having fun, who may be looking for something that you don't even know, who has his own agenda. And to keep these threatening videos and I'll beat you and we've gone to jail and personally, I was disappointed when I watched the video. I don't know about my people, but first, watch it. After watching it, we will continue with the conversation. Stay tuned.
Kwame Yogort must say about 18. I don't know bisa. I switch off me donya kupo na kaya wagana home. Kwame Yogort to be do my city. Virginia me forever. No moo me donya kupo. How Kwame Yogurt? Would I saw the way in Kabakra? Who? And I bet you will have a boo if you see. Assault case, say a bonbon case. Robbery and murder cramp we are facing appear. At long as any cocoons home. Our grand a bear trained physically. The bed piano workers I will say a bema pie, because she we and no say any she. Imagine I and so pumping. Who Kwame Yogort? But me doing your couple say, you pay for this one. Kwame Yogort, unyo bian kanchrawa, me jinya mina mikasa. You will pay for it. 1,000 years when we come back, you go pay for it. But very soon, watch out. I saw me, film. You Kwame Yogort, it be like I don't know case, eh? Possesses of firearms, they live. Assault case, there be bonbon cra. Robbery and murder said they give bail. Or you don't know, say all the cases are available cases, for Ghana, They make a tell you, make you know, Kwame Yogort. I swear, having an head say, you no get tree. What they say, tree, no get tree. We gon' touch us today. Daybreak with the program. Who will lie on? But I swear every night I say you go pay. 1,000 years when we come back, you go pay. And that time we go show you say monkey joke with sizes. I swear God. We will never forget, People, them, they say they rule. As Shaman said, they live our life for we. And some know our record. So if you don't know her, If you don't know her, take time. And still serve, we get pickings. We get boys. We get brothers. We die or fucking roam in the room. We go show you, say, if you need the respect, you go here and woto for the street up. Kwame Yogort. I no go lie you. When I see you talking sometime for media, when I see you talking, in my heart, that I don't know the way I go do. Because people will they pass you self. We let they check them at level. We will not be you. You there, you know rich.
Well, so that was Yog God and Roland Escofabai of this particular one. Where did you spot this video even to start with?
I think I chanced on it on TikTok.
Who posted by who?
Posted by Jinami himself on his page. Yeah, he posted it. He posted
it himself in addition. He
recorded the video and posted it himself.
To threaten Kwame Yogort.
Of course.
From Belgium in Ghana.
Post office.
Do you want to have another Eswatiniman FC thing? Yeah, because of this, that's how it starts.
Well, for
the Eswatiniman FC story, I hear it was also on radio like that.
Radio like that, then they started throwing up and going up and up and up, only for whatever happened to happen. But then it's unfortunate that we are getting to this side, especially when it comes to the game and its co-minini and to some of us and where we sit or where we belong to. Some of these things we've seen some of them, and like you are saying, we know how it starts and where it gets to. If not for anything at all, Kelvin Boy is a living example to some of these conversations. Kelvin Boy is an immediate example to some of these conversations. So for me, when I chanced on the video, I felt very disturbed. I felt very disturbed in the sense that this is somebody that has been sharing his views. Because he belongs to a camp. I mean, there are so many views that people share about camps that some of us belong to, and we don't. It is not something we condone. It is not something we like.
You might not be happy about it.
You may not. We are always not happy. Some of them without sense, without anything, but you are not happy. But what
can you get killing?
You can't. No. You can't resort to the illegal way of response. That's what I mean. There is the legal way of response where you can also on camera like he did and share whatever you also have to share. If you have any better information, you also counter and do it. Or you resort to another legal option, which is either the police, the legal authorities, or maybe the law courts. These are all the legal avenues that you can use to combat whatever the person is saying about you that you don't like.
Okay.
So when we get to places where it gets to this point, and of course, it is not something that anybody would condone. It is not something that anybody would support. For me, it is unfortunate looking at where it is coming from and the nature of it. I mean, some of the things that were being said are far from just what we will call maybe hype. Are far from what we will call hype. Because yes, there are certain conversations somebody can do every day. Say, you, if I meet you, I'll slap you. You, if I meet you, I'll do this. You, if I... and you know that okay, this one there we all can be hype. But what I heard in the video or what I saw in the video has, to me, it's not hype. It's not hype. Kwame Yogurt has come out to respond to it though. He has also called it bluff. Kwame Yogurt has also called it bluff.
And also because when you do that, you rather challenge the person who is throwing that challenge to do more.
And Kwame Yogurt has also come out to respond to talk about also killer boys baby I'm free and what have you. Yes, so for
I'm
me,
sure after you have to see that video.
For me it's very disturbing. It is very, very disturbing, and none of it makes me happy, because if something should happen to any of them, we know the parties they belong to or they pledge their allegiance to now. Definitely Stonebwoy or Tinebe Binish Atawale or Tinebe's name will be mentioned.
Exactly.
I have not commissioned anybody to go and
they don't have that time
to go and fight to. But at the end of the day, these people's peace will definitely be disturbed. Because should something happen to Kwame Yogurt right now, people will come and call Shatawale out and say, oh, but he was talking for you. Oh, but he was doing this for you. Should something also happen to Jinyami wherever he is now, people will still go and call Stonebwoy. And at Stonebwoy, the Stonebwoy, that nobody will have peace in this country.
Yeah, right.
Just like in Swatreman case now, because of that, the Premier League is on hold. People whose
the whole league
is on hold.
I see.
People whose livelihood dependent on the running of the league are now unemployed. Because the league is on hold. We should not wait for it to get to that level for us to say, okay, where everybody's peace will be disturbed and we will all be sitting there wasting time on unnecessary stuff while we would have used it for a better thing. So for me, I would entreat Kwame Yogurt, since Junior Media he's not here, but then whatever he's saying is still something that we cannot take lightly. I would entreat Kwame. My first word will go to Kwame Yogurt first. Whatever, yes, he may also have every authority to combat whatever conversation it is, like he's saying on also killer boys. But my own is that he should also tread with caution.
Thank you.
He should also tread with caution, because you never know. Maybe or no anyhow, but like he said in his video, his sympathizers, his lovers, or whatever can also take up the challenge and would want to do something
upon it
to please him.
Yes,
you may also be having some form of backup, but bro, it is better to be careful than to go and treat wounds.
All these things are not necessary.
Exactly. So me, I would entreat him to be cautious. It doesn't make him a coward.
Exactly.
It will not make him a coward, or it will not make him a fiero. But it will prevent certain future occurrences and waste of time. Yes, and that is what I would tell Kwame Yogurt. Whatever it is, he should just keep doing what he's doing, but be very cautious not to get himself involved in some of these conversations, because it doesn't amount to anything better.
Okay, very well put by Roland Amate. I'll be moving on to Intim Dodo Solomon. Let me also get his opinion. But before that, Roland tells me Kwame Yogurt has also responded. Let's go catch his video. Let's go watch what he also said in response to the threats that came from Chain God before Chamo comes in.
Jinyami, eso frame My jail was also say. Which baby I will feel a shower. I'm chill baby, I mean, feel a shower. I'm some children is in call for them chill areas near Musa, young come as some quantum. I worry bamu, and yet much, Ponuba culture. And yet, umetu no nya what about you. A time, I mean. You go to Tula with a dog for damo. Time, I mean. Nama what that, Name. You know me, you tell me, it me, my butter. Tula come and come as much. Forget it. We go Kasari if we walk from Gulf City to Community 2. What I'm going to mean and desire. What I'm for. You mean and desire, depend to me and desire. You may. And you would imagine that time, no. Sakeles now can. And then now somebody like me, that time I'm upcoming, somebody like me will stand up so over. You think say, me kwana me ba me akira for the event why already are me into bomb.
Well, so that was Kwame Yogurt right there. Yes, Chemo, now you can put the pieces together.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it is sad, or I'm surprised that Kwame Yogurt will respond to something like this in this manner.
Yeah.
In fact, the best response that he could have given is to go to a police station and report that somebody is threatening your life. I mean, just put it on record.
Yeah, because this is actually against the law.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for you to just respond and saying that you are ready for whatever is coming your way, I mean, for me, it's not in good taste. I think at this point he should do something better than what he is doing. Responding to such things is not in good taste for me. And again, yes, I think he should be careful.
Okay.
I mean, you can say what you want, provided it's within the limit of the law and everything. Yes, just be yourself and do whatever you think you can do under the law or under the circumstances.
Okay.
But try not to go beyond it or do something that people will start questioning what you are doing, whether it is right or not.
Okay.
And for the guy, I mean, when I saw the video for the first time, I said that, well, I think he's just doing this because he's not in Ghana here.
Okay.
And it has become the trend when Ghanaians who want to start talking like that, when they are out of this country, that's how they behave. And I think they should be careful. They should be careful. Because for you to move out of Ghana, we know, especially if you are a young person, it's because you want to have a better life.
Yes.
So why do you want to throw it away? Because somebody is insulting somebody that you love or you think has helped you. Yes, it's good to respond, but don't throw your life away by giving a threat like this.
Okay.
Because it can go beyond you. In that country, if you threat any citizen in that country, you'll be in jail by now. You are free because they don't know what is going on and no one is reporting you.
Yes.
You will be in jail if they report you there.
Yeah.
So why do you want to throw your life away? You have moved from Ghana to that place because you want to have a better life. You think there are more opportunities there than you staying in Ghana?
Yeah.
So focus, do your thing. Make sure that at least you have a better life that you are hoping for, instead of you just trying to just waste your life or something like that. So for me, I will advise Yog God that yes, you may not be happy when some of these things come, but there's a better way to respond to them than just threatening.
There are always better approaches.
Yes. So threatening people and before you realize you are in trouble and all those things will not help you. So you should be careful. Again, Kwame Yogurt should also know the right thing to do. I mean, the right thing is not responding to the threat that somebody is giving you in this manner. The right thing is to protect yourself, is in the right direction. and again put it on record that somebody is threatening you.
Yeah.
And it should be on record. After that, protect yourself in any way that you think you will be safe. And there's no need for you to come out and say Mr. Somi or killer boys are more protect you. It is better to protect yourself.
Yeah.
If anybody is coming and you have self-defense, you can defend yourself. That's the most important thing. But you to coming out to say that me or killer boys want incident, it was also the umbrella be an answer there. And again, like Roland said, Shatawale or Stonebwoy, they have not sanctioned anybody to fight for them.
Never. They don't do that.
So why?
They don't even have that time.
This particular one until somebody will draw their attention or someone will be discussing it like the way we are doing before they will see something like this is going on.
Yeah.
So for the fans or for people who think that they are more concerned than even the principals, they should be careful. I mean, investing emotion so much say even the person that you are trying to protect or fight for or whatever, no, they don't invest their emotions like that.
Good advice.
The people should just be careful, be yourself, and if you want to have fun based on what the people that you love, the celebrity that you adore, based on what they do, if you adore them and you feel that yes, you have to protect them at all costs. This is not the way to go about it.
Yeah, I agree.
So they should relax with their emotions and then move with the flow instead of them trying to do more for Obiahu, like Roland is saying, Bibi Tope, near Baba Stonebwoy, and now can be a man or plenty question. Or can be man.
That be.
Or can be man.
That be one small.
One small as we play, your because of mission. Oh, I know Biafra say, me a big fan of Shatapana. Me koye argument be near prime Shatta me boy. How?
I'm a big fan.
Shatta
I'm a big fan for.
Hey, I'm a big fan for.
I'm a fan for.
I'm a big fan for. Now feeling about the bill every 2 be so. So for me, I think people should relax. And be careful how they invest their emotions in the whole thing. We are supposed to just have fun with it. We are supposed to just entertain ourselves with what is happening. It shouldn't escalate to the point that somebody may even die based on this, and there's no need for that. Like you were citing the Inswatereman example. It's just the football that we want to enjoy. So what will happen for it to get to that extent? I mean, there's no need for that.
Animalistic instincts.
Yeah. So for me, I will advise Kwame Yogort to be careful, especially even in his utterances. There's a limit to the things that you can say or the things that can trigger people to behave in a certain way. So he should be careful and stay within that limit. He shouldn't go overboard. And for those who will react to, they should be careful, because sometimes you can react in a way that you will also get yourself in trouble, and there's no need for that. Yeah.
Well, this is Showbiz Daily, and I think the piece of nuggets that we've shared with you guys will go a long way to protect ourselves. Charlie, peace is good. Oh. If you don't know, go and ask Vibes Cartel. If you don't know, go and ask Vibes Cartel. When he was kept in prison for 13 years and he came out, I'm sure he's feeling like, hey, I've not been born again. I'm fresh. Born fresh. So imagine you continue fooling. I'll beat, I'll kill. One day Koshimwa. And I'll be who say, what on okra at the Ama prison. What the Ama prison. And you feel it. So think and apply wisdom in whatever you are doing.
Do you love arts? Look no further. Tetekwarshi Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, we bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Tidekwarshi Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 0244631771 or 0553209514. Come, explore, and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Tidekwarshi Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
Now, in another news, we have been talking about event promotion in Ghana as well as event promotion abroad. Sometimes when we meet artists, yesterday we had some group of artists in our office and we were talking about event promotion abroad, and all the stories were similar, unpalatable stories. Disappointment from promoters, bad treatment, poor handling of issues there and there. And I had an extensive interview with Akwaboah on Sammy Flex TV, which is right there for you to watch in your comfort. Akwaboah also shared his opinion about event promoters abroad. Obviously, it is actually the same ones that we have been hearing from any other person. What does it mean? Does it mean our event promoters don't know these artists have these problems, or they know but on looking? No problem, but they are looking. Yet, when they also get platforms, they also speak against them. What is the real issue here? Let's watch excerpts of Akwaboah's interview. We'll talk with Akwaboah, and when we come back, we will pick the pieces we gathered from our office in the studio and see if the promoters are not aware of this. Maybe we can be the mouthpiece to let them know that, hey, you guys should watch out. Their people are going through this. Let's watch it. I'll be right back. Sa abbreviations na ya omuntimi ntuamu yi no. Mujidi se promoters na omo sheda faso do omo penti na ntuamu yi anase saying, because as a you know where I stand. Yeah. I know what really is going down, and again okay, me feel sanity. So you are speaking the language that I know very well. Yeah. Because
I think the can be a main case Africa and Ghana.
Okay, the Ghana near Yanka Ghana.
In the opportunity. Open for when baby was on market. If I be one my because what you okay, it's upon him to promote the show well. One. Number two, offer now or can show us was Sunday, September, Efra.
I know, right?
And the focus, na conscious now, Obono. The one I tell you, no offense, offer. Enjoy home promoting at them to so market to heavy.
I see.
Yes. The Juman and the main side now, the coffee or Bignano, and Sana concert night, we get in dinner, no person market will be a hundred bit more money can say what in dinner. I am not adding. I mean, I mean, so be a concert, the country's winner. I am not hungry.
I'm with the aside the bound there, you don't like it.
Oh, yeah, you don't even like it, but the mere fact say the focus where you want to any
sure, because that is where your interest is.
Yes, because once I mean, what you now Nipa ma in so crown but went to answer.
Yeah, you don't sell.
Promoters so me a true smart said they a billionaire here. There's a nipa bumwa. And the better say promoter with my friend for one.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the one promoting young Cason and you. You because of artists when I went to answer. And that can mess up so many jobs with Buchamo.
Yeah.
And if your focus is not too much on the job now, was here, you know, in as much as we do about, then I have a problem.
Well, let me go straight to Chemo and start this with him.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I think the promoters, they are aware.
They are aware.
Yes.
They know.
No, they know.
They know that the artists are not happy.
For sure.
Yet they are playing their looking.
Yeah, and it's when they feel that they can get away with it. That's what is happening. That's why you see that they will label some artists as difficult artists, and then the newbies or the naive ones, they will say that, oh, they are the ones that they are easy to handle. Yes, especially for the the promoters who will have their way if they think there's a way.
Okay.
They will easily ignore certain things just to have their way because it is easier like that. Because they will make more money doing it like that. You see, when you invite an artist for a show, and then you ignore what they will eat, where they will sleep. Obviously, if the artist knows what he is about, they will also give you a tough time for the event to come on. Okay. And for those artists, they will tag them as difficult artists. Exactly. That they will tag them as difficult artists. But for those that will just say, oh, and yes, and all those things, you know, then they will say that they are the good ones. Yeah. But you guess what? When those artists, you know, almost so yes, when later that's a humble lion. So when later they will also realize that these people, they are taking advantage of us, then the table will turn. I mean, we know how sometimes they talk about certain artists and say that they are difficult because they will insist on the things that
what they want. Like they insist on their rights. Right.
Like Shatawale, for instance. No. Who are you? You dare not. Oh yes, after what say we show. Yeah. Like oh yes, after what say we show. So because of that, they even do more for people like Shatawale and others. The things that Ebian command the cry in the show. After the Ombeyama, and it's for the reason that they are afraid to say, even if it is a genuine mistake, they may suffer the consequences.
Yes.
So they will do more for people like Shatawale, Dad Lumba, and others who will insist on their rights.
Some things are done. Like
why now we show no show. But they will go and the new artists are almost blue. No? Maybe I will say Obi to say Kempaluta. Okay, now he has seen the whole thing, but on share that and the feet in or ground, so no. One help me the bay, until he will start speaking. Then they will start saying, they say they Kempaluta or train, or they say they one. Always, that's what happens at the end of the day. So for me, I think they should know the right things and then move with it, so that even from the beginning, the newbies and the artists who know what to do and what not to do, everything will flow like that. Until then, we will keep on getting the complaint that artists will complain like the way that they are doing. Until they get to a point that you can't do that thing to them. I mean, who say, Shatawale have been complaining that say, or call baby, no, organizers, no, treat, no, bad, and I say, or man, fat day, or pay arm, and now show the basso. He will not come out and complain like that. Or back out and say, show no, I say no. I know I can't go there or say, show no. So he is coming to tell you this is why the show didn't come on. But we have an artist who will come and say, oh, we did the show, but they didn't treat me well. They were supposed to pick me at this point. They didn't come. They were supposed to give me food. They didn't, like, they have done the show. Now they are complaining. For them, for those people, with time, they will also start behaving like Shatawale. But until they get to that, until they have that value, they will just do it and come and complain. By Saturday, I don't know Saturday show no. A honey a different. You what really happened? Okay. Yes. So me, I think the organizers, they are supposed to do the right thing, and when they do that consistently, even if the artist is the one misbehaving or not doing things right, people will say organizer with the boy. Another organizer with the ABA, it was a genuine mistake and it happened, so you could have ignored and do the thing because it will be rectified later. But no, we are not getting that because there are some artists, the novice artists who are complaining about the organizers. And then the organizers are complaining about the big artists or the established artists. That's what is happening.
Yeah.
They can bully the new ones coming who will just, they are even happy that they have traveled or they are coming for such a show.
Yeah, Akwaboah said the same thing.
That
sometimes
then,
when you are new,
you
traveling things,
you are just okay with the fact that you have traveled. But for all my establishment, then the organizers will be crying and say, if I don't take care, this guy was for my show. That's what is happening. So I think until they do the right thing for everybody to say that, okay, they've been doing the right thing. So if something has happened, then the artist should take the blame. We will still continue to face this thing. So for me, the organizers should do the needful and do the right things, and everything will fall in place.
Well, personally, I have experienced many of such issues, both from the organizer side and from the artist side. And now Akwaboah, someone who might not be the outspoken guy talking about some of these issues, he's out talking about it now. It means something else. Yes, Ro.
Well, some of us we share the same position.
Okay.
Both on the artist side and the promoter side. So we are fully aware of what is going on.
Fully armed.
That's why I always say that given the chance, everybody would want to chop you. Given the chance, everybody would want to have their way around you. Whether from the part of organizers or from the part of the artist. Everybody would want to have their way around you. That is if you don't stand on your grounds and have a proper communication in that instance.
Okay.
And that is what Akwaboah is saying. I mean, so that's why Romeo assembled by with Kiddy, he was talking, the way he was presenting his case, gave him out as one of them promoters who would want to have their way around the artist.
Yeah.
And it is not because of determine a person a yamau. And then I will pay, and I didn't say,
there are more person.
And if from the beginning you are also one naive, you are carried out by whatever euphoria or frenzy that is around the conversation, of course you will fall victim to some of these things. Some of the broken relationship between some top artists and foreign promoters, these are parts of the stories. Somebody like Shatawale, that is why sometimes he doesn't even want to travel. Some promoters they will call and he will tell you, Sammy, this people forget them. They don't get it to you. They will waste your time, frustrate your life. And it is true. It is true. At the end of the day, some people would also unfortunately fall victim to some of these situations. And it is what it is. Until you are ready or you think you have the leverage. Sometimes the people fall victim because they don't have the leverage to stand their grounds.
Yeah.
And say, I want you to do this for me, else your show is off. Because you are the one around it. Or hate you too. What's happening? What's happening? You have physically and many more show.
Yeah.
You understand? They will take you off. But when the artist at a point knows that, Charlie, if not, even if you don't see the value in me, I know the leverage I have, forget. The promoter will have no other option than to do the right thing. Than to make sure the artist is okay to perform his duties.
Yeah.
That is if Oshene and Sha are. Now you an artist is making certain demand. Charlie, I've seen artists who send their rider 2 months before they even step into the country. And in the rider, the dimension of the stage, the measurement, where it is positioned, everything is detailed. And you are supposed to send that report back for them to verify everything in images and in videos. For them, before they will be able, even aside the booking fee and what the co-meaning, the rider self, you would have to check it with evidence, video, pictures, and proper sometimes 3D mockups and dimensions all will come inside.
To confirm
before they will even step out.
I know.
And of course, it is because of the value and the leverage they have. So they will force you to do it. You will do it. But that boy, man, make it a town. Oh, they there.
Or proper
stage,
the spirit.
Even after they have sanctioned, say you are good to go. Mama na the press stage, so I forget. It is part of the ride. That is part of the conversation. So it is what it is. That is why when I saw your friend saying Alodia, West Coast, and Akwaboah UK coming together to do an event like that, I was very happy. I was very happy because I know the kind of signals this particular move is sending. But of course, so many people would not see. You see, some of these challenges that artists are having, it's out of the fact that sometimes too they are dealing with promoters back or promoter back.
Yeah.
Nipa no na efa flight, nipa na efa accommodation, nipa na etua venue, nipa na etua we, nipa na na nipa back so. And at the end of the day, sometimes if the burden becomes too much, they would want to cut corners.
Yeah.
And in cutting corners, you may just won't suffer consequences. No, you will be the one to suffer the consequences. But when we have about 2, 3, 4, 5 people coming together, wait for venue, wait for promotion, wait for the booking of the artist, wait for accommodation, wait for your friend say hospitality, at least we will know say Obia will be
shared responsibility.
Yes, a shared responsibility, and it will not be burden on one person.
Okay.
We should rather encourage that kind of culture. I don't know about boy if we know individual promoters cannot handle our artists. We should rather encourage that culture of them coming together.
I agree. Well, let's try to look at the very last story before we can run away from here. And this is coming from George Mensah Britton, who is a talent manager. He has said something, and I want to ask my people whether they agree or disagree with him. He's saying Ghana lacks the systems to elevate artists to Grammy levels. Grammy is still Grammy in our music industry. And after several talks here and there, George Mensah Britton is still talking. He says Ghana lacks the systems to elevate artists to Grammy levels. Let me try to read a portion of the story. Then I come back to listen to my people, whether they agree that indeed Ghana will lack the systems and structures to get artists to Grammy level. It says, artist manager George Britton has argued that record labels are necessary to help propel Ghanaian musicians to international acclaim, including winning prestigious awards like the Grammys. Speaking on the chat on JH1 TV, Britton expressed concern over Ghana's prolonged absence from the Grammy winners' circle. He highlighted the recent success of Nigerian singer Tems, who claimed the Best African Music Performance Award at the 67th Grammy Awards. Britton attributed Tems' achievement to the support system provided by well-structured record labels and proactive music executives who invest heavily in promotion and marketing. Britton also argued that Ghanaian musicians possess equal talent but are restrained by the lack of industry infrastructure to elevate their music worldwide. The problem is not the talent. In Nigeria, there are music executives who invest in promotion and marketing. In Ghana, however, we focus almost entirely on talent. The only time a Ghanaian musician is mentioned is when they are physically present. In contrast, the team behind Tems is very active and present in the United States, which has significantly contributed to her success. He lamented that while Nigeria artists benefit from a thriving ecosystem of record labels and industry professionals, Ghana's music industry remains underdeveloped in terms of strategic promotion and international outreach. Britton urged Ghanaian industry players to adopt a more structured approach similar to Nigeria's model to help local artists compete on the global stage. Mr. Britton! Mr. Britton, don't bother. Everybody say they are a couple full sharp. I'm your queen. But let's be wrapping up. What do you also make of what the issues or the points George Mensah Britton has raised in terms of our industry having the desired logistics and systems to push artists to Grammys level? Standard is Grammys.
It's true. But it is an old news. Yeah, it's true. But we
don't have the systems.
Of course, we don't.
What are we doing then?
That's what I'm saying. It's an old news. This is not something that is new. to our space. We know, see, one of the biggest problem in Ghana's music industry or entertainment industry is us knowing what is wrong with us, yet we don't seem to even have the edge to find solutions to it. We know the problem. What George Britton is saying. Pick a mic, pick camera, go to all the top players in the space and ask them. Everybody knows our structures are broken, or they don't. Some of them don't even exist. But what are we doing about it? Absolutely nothing. Everybody is going about minding their own business. We know we are supposed to drink from a cup. The cup is not there. Should we contribute to buy a cup? No. Me, I have some spoon that I can use to go to the tap and drink from. So let it be there. Somebody too, because somebody too is the one selling the spoon. The person doesn't want us to go and bring cup. Let's all use the spoon to drink the water. So if it will take me to sip on one cup and be free for the moment, the person would prefer I suffer and use the spoon to be scooping shoo for the whole day. That is the situation we find ourselves in. That is the situation. I mean, we have, if we are talking here, he's talking about music, and the music system structure has to do with certain even organizations that are even supposed to help musicians, not even established musicians, like a normal, regular, average musician. Self is not there to even aid them. I mean, of course, even if the person wants to attract some of these international affiliates, labels, and what have you, to even help them in promotion in America, they don't even have proper data to back whatever claims they have. What is the proper data here? When an artist don't even know the number of spins they have in their own country. They don't. Thanks to internet now that they can at least upload their songs and have that data. But there is more to the data than what they are getting. And that is the leverage. That is what they will be able to use to have those conversations. But they don't. They don't have it. Music gym, gamro gym. So even if there is any form of proper data, this is my annual revenue, this is my annual return, this is what I get from Gamro, this is what I get from Spotify, this is what I get from YouTube. At least it will give the person some form of leverage to attract those people. But what is there to write home about? Absolutely nothing. So tomorrow, if they are even to compete with another person in another country who has those data accurate
and structures,
obviously they will beat you to it.
They will look better.
Simple cry. They will package it well and go and take the deal, and we will still be finding ourselves wanting. I mean, Rocky Dawuni has been able to position himself, regardless of whatever broken structures we have in this country, to now majority of his affiliations and operations. We know it doesn't reside here in Ghana. That is why he's even achieving that. Most of the people who have majority of their operations residing here in Ghana, we know the story. Amare's own is not here. We know Amare's stories out there. So if you are even able to ultimately connect a crazy of your operations, the outsiders, that is when we see them enjoying those outside glories. That is when we see the likes of Kim Promise more. We see the likes of Black Sheriff more, because part of their operations do not reside in Ghana. That is why they get them out there. So it is what it is. It is true. It is true. We want to play that game. That game is played in America. How do we attract people? Thames doesn't live in America, but majority of her operations, as far as that conversation is concerned, is highly active in America. And until we get people who are doing it, you get people who are doing it there for you. You cannot compete. Even if you sing the best song to God and God leaves heaven and come and dance on it, you will still not get it.
Nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen. Kendrick Lamar did this song, and who part to gospel coaching, that is the hard truth about this whole conversation. So for the structures, we know, everybody knows, and we've been interpreting this from the days of Adam. We know, but ask yourself, for how long have we known Gamro has been in shambles? For how long have we known? Since time immemorial. What have we done about it? Nothing. Tomorrow we will put another person there. We have elections every time. We know the problem, but yet we have elections. after the eternal, we don't see any proper solutions to the reason why we voted them in. Yet we continue because we know that we are supposed to drink from a cup. Yes, a cup in here. Let's use spoon because somebody is selling the spoon and is benefiting from the rotten system. Because some people are benefiting from the rotten system. Let's keep it like that and do crab system, crabology. You better treat and breast, and then at the end of the day, we will still go and cry. If somebody we are able to create something, now for a hater. Hey, give it to us. We started it. Give it to us. But when we leave it to you, you cannot sell it. You can't take it anywhere. Because even the base structures that you use in propelling that, whatever you want to sell, is not there.
It's gone. Well, let's see what Chemo will add to this conversation. Yeah. Then we can run away from here. Yes, Chemo.
For me, I agree with the details, but I have issue with the description that he gave about the structures.
Okay.
I mean, structures, they will be. We have the structures. Just that it's not the structure that he is talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have to.
It can't be compared to
yes,
the standard that he
was even with the reference that he made. The person structure or whatever is pushing her is in America. It's not. Yes, it's not in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can use a better words to describe what we have here, but to say we don't have structures, I would disagree. I think we have, but you see, we have tall building or skyscrapers. We have story buildings, we have skyscrapers. They are all structures, but they are different. And that's what we have here. And Obi Abrosan. They are all structures, but they are different in there. So me, I think the better word to describe what we have here is the kind of, if you say that the kind of music business we do here is not good enough to compete.
Yeah.
If you put it that way, I will be more comfortable than to say we don't have structures. Okay. We have structures. Even the gumbo that we are talking about, that's the structure that we have. Just that is not a good structure to boast about. To boast about or to use it to compete anywhere. Yes. So we, like when people say that we don't have industry, we have industry, but it's not an industry that can compete with maybe the Nigerian own or the American industry or whatever. Like there's something going, just that is not good enough. So how do we make it better? That's why I have problem with the way that he's describing it. Because if we think about just the structure, we will be missing the point. We will be missing the fact that it is the kind of business that we do here. That's why we are not moving like that.
Okay.
Our music business here is more friendship, more I know you kind of business. It's informal. So that's what we should be focusing on. We should be focusing on building the kind of music business that can push out to the next level. Instead of and it is so huge that sometimes we even the top musicians that we have here cry about such things. We were here when Sammy was not happy that he has sent Sarkodie verse and he didn't respond. It wasn't business. It was friendship thing. Yeah. I've done it for you to do it for me. And paperwork, everything. I want to have this deal with you. If you are happy, sign it. Let's go. And Masa, he will either say no, I'm not interested in your deal, or I will do it. We have the what we call split sheet. This is how much you'll be getting for participating in this. This is how much I'm getting for that. We should be focusing on pushing that. I know that it is part of the structures that Britton is talking about. But the difference is that our structures, we don't have that thing in. So if you talk about structures, you miss the point. You forget about how we do business here. Build a structure that nobody will do anything in there. You can build a huge tall building that you call, okay, this is a good structure, but there will be no use for it. So if you don't take care, we can build the kind of structure that he is talking about, but it will be useless because people will not respond to that structure and how we're supposed to operate within that structure.
Yeah,
it's just like building a nice market where still there is nobody in the market, but they will be selling
on the roadside. So that's the thing that he's saying. Obviously, he's on point, but the description and how he's putting it as against what we have here is a problem for me. We have the structure here, just that it is not good enough to compete for the things that we want to see or the things that we want to happen. We do more friendly things than business.
The business.
And that's the kind of structure that we have. So if it is not good, we should be talking about our way of doing business here instead of thinking about structures.
Well, loaded with more information, loaded with more knowledge, and loaded with more wisdom is Showbiz Daily, right here on Sammy Flex TV. Awesome listening to Roland Amate and Intim Solomon. Meanwhile, what is your own take of the issues? Share them with us on this platform in the comment section. We will be reading as well. My name is Sammy Flex. Special thanks to the producers, Theophilus Digos, Sam Tuga, and to Shagzy. Download the app right now and start riding with Shagzy. It is time to ride. And again, Val's Day is here. Go to Tetekwashi Art Market around the Accra Mall to pick something beautifully crafted for your loved ones. Do this today and thank me later. Let's meet again. Subscribe to us and like our videos. Share with others. Tell them that Showbiz lives here on Sammy Flex TV. Until then, we are out. Salute. Bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Push sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.